Based on quantum physics, particles are continuously created. Their only destiny is to meet and disappear into each other. The same thing happens when two people fall in love.
You don't want to be living in that trailer camp the rest of your life, do you, Roy?
Guys, how are you? Hola, ¿cómo están? I'm so excited to talk to you. I just watched the movie and I don't know, it's so touching. It's so nice to see you guys on screen sharing your relationship with everybody. How was that experience of sharing your relationship and doing a movie with who's your partner in real life?
Yeah, it was amazing. You know, we got so lucky because you never know, you know, what it's going to be like. I've never worked with someone that I've dated, so it just, you just never know, you know, and so many hours, so many difficult positions on set, you know, and we just really eased through it so beautifully. Remember, we didn't fight once. It's pretty crazy. You know,
it was amazing. It was amazing. One of the best experiences of my life, and our relationship grew so much because we didn't know how it would go working together for the first time, and it went amazing. So we got out of the movie when it finished, and we were stronger as a couple. So we're very happy about that.
That's awesome. Do you have any advice for couples working together? What's the secret?
I mean,
listen to one another.
Yeah.
No matter how tired you are, I think the biggest thing is like when you snap at one another. You know, I get very tired on set as well, really long hours. So, you know, I kept remembering to like, you know, because you might be frustrated with something else, but take it out on your partner, which isn't good.
I feel like to work well with your partner, you have to really respect the way they work, you know what I mean? So I have huge respect on her work ethic and how she works. So like, it was easy to work together because I look up to her when we talk about acting in particular, but in life in general, I look up to her a lot. You know, I learn a lot from her. So it was good in that sense.
I mean, touching on that, Bella, what did you learn about Benjamin, about his acting style that you didn't know before doing the movie?
Well, yeah, I didn't know what it would be like at all. And I was so happily surprised with how easy it was for him to do these things and get to these places and, you know, carry a movie. Very, very difficult to do, even when you've been in the industry for a long time. So, yeah, I remember the first time that we were talking about naturalism and, you know, putting handles on words and lines so that they sound more natural. And he was like, oh, yeah, I'm already doing it. I was like, oh, wow. Good for you, Daddy. Like, what a great thing. So, yeah, Ben just really eased right through it.
What about you, Ben? Did you learn any acting secrets from Bella doing the movie?
Oh, I learned so much from her. Like, she's an amazing actress, and she, like I said, she's inspiring, and she always has great advice to give me. So yeah, I learned so much, and just she's so natural that being next to her, like you learn just from seeing her method. So yeah, I definitely had a huge advantage in my first movie. Having her next to me was a huge help.
Do you know where Steve is?
I don't know where he went. Come on, have some fun.
Hey! Where are you taking me?
Just trust me.
Do you believe in love?
Yes, I do. I just don't want it.
Let me ask you, Bella. So I was watching the movie and there's a scene where you're taking an exam, and he gave me PTSD. It was like, I was like, oh, I remember those days. What was it about Vivian that you wanted to play her?
I really wanted to act in a movie with Ben. I really wanted to take this step forward in our relationship and our building together as a family. So that was, you know, a big thing for me. And I liked Vivian. Her, you know, character is very different from me. So that's always a little bit fun when you get to go outside of your comfort zone a little bit in the way that she acts and the way that she thinks. You know, we just don't necessarily agree on a lot of things. So yeah, that was fun as well.
I mean, who doesn't want to be a mastermind of quantum physics, right?
Seriously.
And And Ben, I love Roy. He was so cool. Like you see him like trying to do try to become a swimmer, but he also has a difficult relationship with his dad. And I love his relationship with his sister. How was Roy for you?
I mean, it was fun, and it was also interesting because I am a different person, but I went through the phase that Roy's living, in a sense, because growing up I was more of a rebel. I was more closed off, and my relationship with my parents, which is amazing now, at the time was a little different because I didn't appreciate as much, and my parents, I didn't understand that they were trying to help me, so I was a little hard on them. So it was interesting to shoot that movie years later and remembering how I was younger. And my relationship with my sister is beautiful because like she's so sweet, and it was so easy to act with her because she's actually in real life, she's so amazing, she's so cute, she's so sweet, she's so outgoing, she's so fun. So we became friends in a sense, like on set, and it was very, very cute. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Complicated. She's convinced that she was with Steve that night, and Steve is telling the same story.
What was I wearing?
I can't remember.
Guys, I was watching the movie and like you guys go on a couple of dates and they're so romantic. So who are more romantic? Who goes on better dates? Vivian and Roy, or you guys? Do you remember your first date?
I mean, we do. I feel like, I mean, they have great dates, but we
really go full out.
Yeah, we have higher budgets. And a very cool thing about this movie that not many people know is that I actually proposed to her on set after the last scene of the movie. So we shot the last scene, and I proposed to her and asked her to marry me. So that was very romantic, and like you're gonna see later on pictures and videos, but like there was a lot of love in the air, and it was super romantic.
How was that experience for you, Bella? Like you're like, we're wrapping with the movie, and then do you want to marry me?
Yeah, I mean, I was so happy. I like could barely speak. All I could do was laugh and cry at the same time. It was what an interesting reaction that I had.
That's cute.
Yeah, and I was just so happy. I never wanted to marry anyone that I was dating before, so this was definitely, made me really happy because I could see Ben as my husband, so I was happy that he asked.
Oh, congratulations! That makes the experience of watching the movie even more amazing.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Complicated. She's convinced that she was with Steve that night, and Steve is telling the same story.
What was I wearing?
I can't remember. I'll never forgive myself.
What happened between the two of you that night? Turn around.
And Ben, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're Italian, right?
Yes.
And you guys go to Rome in the movie?
Yes.
Bella, did he show you Italy in a different way? Have you been to Italy before? I'm sure you have.
Yeah, I mean, I had been to Italy quite a few times before we started dating, for work, press, but, I never saw Italy, never necessarily enjoyed it. And with Ben, he definitely goes out of his way to do things that I would enjoy as well. So that's nice. He's my own personal tour guide everywhere, really.
What did you get to discover as Bella the person that Bella the actress hadn't seen before?
I think really the culture, experiencing the culture and the morals, the family, things like that. Ben has such a big, close group of friends that are really, really close. And when we say close in Hollywood, there's always like an interesting definition to that word, because it takes a long time to really find someone who doesn't fuck you over or doesn't want some type of serious ulterior motive. And with his friends, he just doesn't have that. It's interesting to be there, to look at it. And even though I don't speak Italian and everyone's speaking Italian, I still find a way to have fun and to try and talk to his friends, and they try and speak English. It's definitely it's a good time. It's my favorite part about Italy, probably him and his friends, how they hang out, the culture there.
I love that. Ben, where's the best place to take someone on a date if you happen to be in Italy?
I mean, there's a lot of beautiful places, but a special place for us is Lake Como. Like, since I've taken her there, we decided we're gonna get married there. And like, Lake Como is just beautiful, so romantic. So that's definitely a very special place.
The bond between two particles is only valid in the microscopic realm.
You weren't with me.
It cannot be applied to the human world because human beings are much more complicated.
And guys, our time is almost up, but what's the message that you want people to take away from the movie? What would you guys people to feel after watching the movie?
Well, I have a funny thing. When we screened it, actually, one of our friends, they got in a fight in the car on the way over. And then she came up to me after the movie and she was like, we didn't even talk about the fight. We just forgave each other. As soon as we saw the movie, we just started kissing and cuddling again. And I definitely I don't really do a lot of romance or comedies. Because I'm just like, oh, make people laugh, great, make people smile, cool. But to have this be said to me, it was so eye-opening and made me so happy that the movie does actually make a difference in people's relationships and in their lives and how they look at one another. And, time is up, time is short. And that is something that you always have to keep in mind when you love someone. Yeah. Just cute. I hope people take that away.
Well, I did. I was watching the movie and I was like, I have to step my game up. And yes, you're correct.
Step up your game.
Yes. And you're right. We have to enjoy the time that we have because we never know when it's gonna be gone. Especially, things are better now, but with the last couple of years, last year, everything seemed pretty tough, pretty rough. So
yeah, it was.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. I really love the movie. I really enjoy it. I hope that everybody watches and feels all the good she feels.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It was great talking.
Gracias,
See you soon.
chicos. Gracias, chicos. Adiós.
Adiós.